This one for the right to represent the AFC in Super Bowl 56 in L.A. Off we go.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Now the Iowa State product, it's Kene Nwangu.
And he's got room. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big pickup of 38.
Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They go play action now. Lawrence completes it to Hardman.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. Every possession in the postseason magnified. And look, it's just the opening drive. They didn't get the touchdown they wanted, but at least they got on the board.
They got on the board. They get their home crowd into it as well. And remember, in the playoffs, the game slows down a little bit. So every point is precious.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On play action, Lance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here's Hardman to return. A good return there, 17 yards. Now the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. They go play action with Lawrence. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Patriots are going to get it back here just past the 35. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
On 2nd down and 4, Lance. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. And they'll go for it. Lance. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 10. Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Escaping the pressure right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the 1st down in the process. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. On play action, Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Got a man, it's Schwartz, complete. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Shotgun now for Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Play action. It's Lawrence. Got an open man. It's Schwartz. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The end result, 21 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Flush to his right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Lawrence to throw. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A really nice gain of 25 yards. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Le'Veon Bell, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Moore now to return. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. New England on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Lance a give now to Sermon. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the 1st, right around the 42. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. They'll run for it. Sermon. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there going for it, even on his own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Yeah, show a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. And now they'll throw with Lance. He's got a man. It's Tajay Sharp. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tajay Sharp, 42 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. The extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Here's Isaiah Rodgers to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Lawrence will throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. That catch good for only a couple. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lawrence flushed out right. And Lawrence going to smartly hit the deck here as he is able to pick up the first down in the process. Great vision there by Lawrence as he scrambles for a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence, throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jerick McKinnon. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always as he will start to look ahead to Super Bowl 56 in L.A.
And he's brought down.
Lance now on first down.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
From midfield, here's Lance.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
On 3rd and long, it's Lance.
He's going to look deep for more. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
On first down, Lance
trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Steelers are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't...
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs.
And to the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Henry Ruggs.
50 yards.
And the Steelers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead.
Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And with 25 seconds to go, we'll see how they want to play this.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
The drive starts with a carry by Sermon.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Back to Sermon on first down.
And now the rookie's free. The 30. 10. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here's Sermon.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Sermon. And he will 3-yard line. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Trey Sermon.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And here's Rodgers to return. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror. I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. 68 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Escaping the pressure right. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On second down, here's Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Trevor Lawrence, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he will have a Patriots first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake. Lance. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Rondale Moore, 54 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer. Whoa! He just yanked that one well to the left, and no good.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now this thing gets marked where it went out of bounds, so they're going to have really good starting field position near midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Now Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And oh, he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, Lance, he's going to look deep for more. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Lawrence to throw. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
2nd down and goal. Lance, he will find his tight end Smith for a Patriot touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Patriots are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Rodgers on the return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And the pieces have fallen into place to this point. They've got a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A berth to the Super Bowl resting on their ability to see this one through to the end. And this is going to be a Steelers 1st down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw, Lawrence. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
Yeah, he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence, flush to his right. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 12 yards that time, but a Pittsburgh first. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence flushed out right. And this is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
And that will be incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And able to get this out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter. This possession, gigantic. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The left side caught by the tight end Freiermuth. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Second catch of this AFC title game, and he's got a first down. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. Tackle made by Chase Young. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Play action. Now it's Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. Tucker with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Moore now on the return. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Pretty good first down play. Keeps them ahead of schedule, as they say.
And ostensibly, they could go right back to it because they're multiple.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Chase Young, his 2nd sack of the night.
Remember, throughout my career here, defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed.
But this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand. And
there he goes left side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 68 yards. And the Steelers are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Set to return it, here's Moore. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Now their backs really against the wall now. They knew how tough this would be on the road, AFC title game, and they have gotten all they could handle and then some. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
Well, the Lombardi Trophy would be nice to hoist. They have